How's it going, everybody? It's your boy McWhoopin, and today we are back with yet another episode of Cities Skylines. And today, probably going to be doing two different things. One, I'm going to put in my bus depot over here. I actually got one that I liked on the Steam Workshop, so we're going to pop that in today. But the other thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of lipstick on our pig here, and we're going to upgrade our highway. Going to make this look a lot better. Even though we did a pretty decent job of kind of leveling it out, I still want to make this a little bit better, but because I'm going to actually elevate the highway all the way through, both there and here. Going to start off with this spot though, just because I'm going to start doing a few more connections between the industrial and the residential areas. So we're going to make it easier by putting roads through the ground to connect the two areas. So that is the plan for today. Plus, I said, I'm going to put in the bus line here. We're going to rework our bus routes a bit, make them a little bit better. This might not be till next episode. The bus line, getting that done. It all depends on timing, because I don't know how long this is going to take. But at least for now, I'm going to do another speed loop on this to kind of destroy everything for the highway, and then rebuild it elevated to see just how much I can get done right away. So bear with me. You can just kind of watch the speed, the time lapse to see me redo the highway. Okay, so slight change of plan. Originally I was actually just going to let this just record with just some music playing in the background, just letting it go through and not having any commentating, but I decided, you know what, I'll explain kind of what was going on while I was doing this. So right here, started to delete the road and started putting in the highway, but here I was having the issue with just trying to make sure, like, work the parallel road tools, because I never actually used this before. Just seen it being used, so I didn't know exactly what those numbers meant. So that was why I was kind of trying to play with this, trying to get these numbers correct, because I'm like, I don't know what my distance is and how all that kind of goes. So trying to figure out how that works is what I was doing right there. So this is actually just, okay, well, this is how it is. You change the front number there, you turn it on by pushing the arrow, and that'll give you your distance, which 32 works out perfectly for kind of a distance on what I want to do, which is actually giving myself a little bit of a gap in between the two roadways, which you will see why in a little bit. Now I go and move all these down here, get my water towers out of the way. I'm actually going to delete all these entirely, and actually go with the water treatment plant, and I am purposely going to ignore that those look that way, just because yeah, I don't want to actually try to fix that right now, so I'm going to leave that as is. Now here I am going through, continuing on, deleting the highway, just trying to get it farther up. Move my parallel line, parallel highway going through here, and just curve it up and kind of try to follow the same pathway. I don't know why I didn't delete that road right away, but oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, keep on going. We'll just take this out. This is pretty much the easiest part of this entire thing, which, as you can tell by the fact that, you know, it's a 26-minute video, and right now we're like at minutes 4, only 5, so you can see there's a lot more to come. Most of this is actually all time-lapse as well, because there's a lot that I was doing in this. Like right here, for example, here's where I was trying to connect the road through underneath, but I just couldn't find a proper access point that I could actually run the line through and not have it clipping on the highway. So trying just various different methods of just like what could I do to kind of get this to go through, and eventually I got it to drop the level down a little bit, just kind of give it a bit of a cavern area, and managed to fit through, which was all that needed. Because I keep on forgetting that this entire highway is on a slope. Well, the entire game is just on a weird gradient, so I was kind of, every single time I forget it, so I have to kind of try to figure something out, and then I realize, oh wait, it's on a curve, then just raise it up a little bit lower to kind of fix everything. But so even here, right here, just because of that gradient is just so weird and so off, just trying to adjust for height and try to make sure it goes over the highway at that right height. Constantly doing that, and then you look and everything starts to get all wavy and weird, so you're just constantly trying to move stuff around, and things just never looks right, so you're just constantly in this huge battle of does this go this way, does this go that way, how should I do this, and nothing ever looks right, 'cause even no matter what angle you're kind of looking at, everything kind of looks like it's kind of weird and kind of off center. Unless you're looking at it directly from above, then it's fine, but when you're looking at any sort of angle, it looks like this looks like the highway is just completely mangled, but it's a height issue that you really can't get around, since you're going over a roadway and you're getting lots of clipping issues. And here is where my idea came to me of I wanted to actually put my roadway, have the roadways separated, so I could actually put a bicycle lane through the entire thing. So from one end to the other on the highway is going to be a bicycle path going through. So you always have the access, and this one we found in the Steam store. It was bicycle path and walking path combination. So it's going to be quite useful, but just you gotta. It is also quite a big pathway, and so here I am going to try to connect around to everywhere else, just so we can have it go down into a residential area and then up over into industrial, so I can get more vehicles off the road, better the traffic's always going to be. So that's why I'm starting to do this. And right here I'm trying to put the use the overpass builder to build an overpass for our bicycle lanes. Not, still unable to realize, like, why isn't this working? Mainly because it is trying to build an overpass where there's already a highway as an overpass, which is the reason why it didn't work. So then I tried to see if maybe it was just a builder, maybe I'm doing this wrong. That's why I tried to build on the second little roundabout, and that's when it just comes out kind of hideous. So I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna delete all this here and put that back into form, and then we'll just do this all manually, kind of build ourselves a little more. Now, since I'm recording this after doing the video, this will end up changing post video. I did off video just because I was trying to figure out a way to kind of make this a little better. But it does get rather janky. But as I said, it was just a way to kind of connect the two areas together, and just the way the height is on the terrain is on the map, it's just so hard to be able to get that to actually work properly. Here, I'm able to actually get everything connected and have it brought down, so this is kind of my idea of the way to get it down is to just do kind of a curved area, just have it loop in on itself. They're just having a bit of issue with just trying to actually get it to not auto detect itself, so just constantly trying to reposition so it finally lines up and then line up and place down. Start noticing that the heights are just kind of weird. Angles are really sharp because these are short load distances between the two, so like you always have like a huge drop. So I try to kind of play around with that and fix that, but as I said, when we get to the next episode, you can actually see exactly what I did to change it and fix it all, but at least this way we got everything connected so we can see the roadway going through, so everything looks all nice, everything looks good. It's pretty much what I wanted. Just try to clean this out as much as you can, have functioning roadways throughout, and also have functioning bicycle lanes, but as I said, I spent a lot of time trying to fix those pathways, and that's it. When you see it in the next episode, you're just be like, wow, you spent all your time on this, but yeah, this is what you kind of do when you're just experimenting on things, because I never normally do too much with bicycle paths when you see something on this scale, but I decided to actually kind of challenge myself a little more and try to build things a little bit nicer. I hear there was an issue with the clipping issues on that, just because the way the lines are on the highway, they're just being a bit too low, so I couldn't actually switch the path over, so I have to actually delete and redo it. Well, actually, sorry, I turned on Anarchy, which for some reason I can't turn off Anarchy after I turn on once, so it's always been annoying. So now I always have to watch myself even further. Yeah, now here I'm pulling up the highway even farther. Pulling up the bicycle path up the highway. I take it close to the end, just because it's going to be expanding anyways, so get it all the way up there, and then just kind of reposition everything, because want to make it, try to get even in the center for as much as you can, but just because when you're trying to use the pathways, like you're doing a lot of kind of micro adjusting, so it doesn't look too good in that aspect. And here, yeah, I'm still going back to this guy. This bothered me so much, just trying to make this look presentable, because even with on the highway on the other side where I kind of did that curved off ramp, that still bugged me, so I tried not to look at it, but I can't think of a way to kind of fix that. I only have such a small area to do it on, so I'm just kind of ignoring that for a little bit, and maybe I can kind of think of something, but it looks okay, but it still kind of just bugs me a bit. Now here I finally get my ass in gear and finally start building the on-ramps and the off-ramps for the highway, so we can actually get people in and out. So I start bringing those down. Try to make it all nice and parallel, so kind of give it the same angles that I can. And now here I'm like, yeah, I should definitely make that second connection down here so I can do roadway on the other so I can actually do bicycle path here and do a second connection in case anybody wants to go down farther to actually do their business. So now they actually have that opportunity. So yeah, I'm gonna build literally the same oval roundabout that I built on the other one. It's one of the most simple ones that you can kind of do to get an on-ramp, decent on-ramp, off-ramp, and have it functional. I haven't really found very many ways that are just quick and easy that you can do this with. I got, listen, for me, I like the way this looks, so it's actually quite efficient for doing highway, road management, traffic management. So definitely, like I said, some people may or not like those ovals, but for me, I've always seen that helps immensely with traffic. So here I am, just trying to make that a little more, a little nicer. I get that angle so that road connects through properly. So we have four connections. Set up traffic manager, and now here. Originally, I was going to kind of do the same thing as I did on the other side, but then I realized I don't have the space to really do it. So for me, if you can't do the space and put the connection in the middle, put the connection on the ground, and then just connect back up that way. And realizing that is like that is a way better idea of doing the roadway. So that's what I did here, and it's actually what I did on the other side. So all that work that you see there went for nothing. So it's all done on the ground, so it's a lot better. Yeah, here I'm actually doing roadway, a couple of pathways just to kind of clear everything up, and that's about all you can get done in this episode here. So just get that final connection, and that's about it, and then we'll roll back to the regular recording in a couple seconds. Okay, so there we go. That was a long little bit of work going through, but we did actually manage to get quite a bit done. So as you can see, we converted the entire thing over to a nice highway, nice level. Even put a bicycle path, a walking path between the highway going through. Added a second traffic circle over here for additional traffic that needs to go down this side. Extended everything all the way up to back to where this was before, and then soon we're going to be hooking up this side to that. And now we even have ourselves bike lines running into our industrial area. A little jank. I'm still going to try to figure out a way to kind of make this look a little less jank, but that's actually going to be kind of difficult, just the way that it is. And then we also have the bike lanes going farther into town to match up with this one and going through, trying to get a little more biking going on. So we'll see if that works. And now that everything's connected back together, I should actually pause this, let the traffic reset itself. There, that's looking all nice. Everyone's going through, everybody's happy. Let's try. I think I have like, yeah, the cinematic mode. And kind of get a little bit better view of everything. Just going all the way down. Across to, oh, we even have some cars even using the additional highway space finally, so that's being put to good use. Do we have anybody? Oh, no, who's going to be on that bike path yet because it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, that'll be kind of our ways that we get our bike paths to connect to different areas. It'll just be middle through the highway, and then any off ramps and on ramps, it'll dip underground and then connect that way. So then you have your accesses along that line. So let's see here. Anybody? Oh, there's somebody actually using. Oh, several people using that path. So paths are being used. Even though this is just starting, but we do see people using them. So that is a good thing. Yep, got more people going through using all the different traffic areas. This guy, that guy's just walking through the middle. Oh, just walking across the road. Nobody cares. Yeah, that guy. That guy there is insane. Okay, so we'll just leave him being insane. And we will leave it at that. So, yeah. So I'm thinking like this highway, looks a lot better going through. Looks a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. And this should help reduce traffic as well, because we're not going to have as many people walking into driving to the industrial area. They'll be able to walk it now, which will be nicer. I'll even be putting bike paths farther up as well, which will be for the next episode, because next episode will be the bus lane, and then also excuse me, the bus lanes. I'm putting in the bus depot here, and then also we will extend our biking into the industrial area. I'll actually have a bike path going all the way up and through and around, so we'll try to find ways to kind of go through along the back here, probably over top and around. Probably not going to be using this traffic circle. Actually, I might just go run straight along the front here, because except for this is my fire station here. This is my firehouse, so probably move that out to another spot, maybe just even build a little road right here and just kind of put it there for the access. The only person that's going to be using it is the emergency, so nobody's going to go through there. So just make a little tiny road there, have it for the fire department so they can get in and out. Maybe even put the police department there as well, just to give a little bit further access. And this one is still empty. They're still not done yet, of course, because I kept the pause. So that's going to be deleting that as soon as I get the chance. But yep, there it is. So I'll leave it at this for this point. There's a lot of what's called to go through on that one. So there's going to be a lot of that quick time. Thank you so much for watching it. Quick time time lapse. But I think it actually will turn out really nice. I'm also going to do bicycle road along the river as well, going down through the university and through the business park. So that's going to be something for the next episode as well. So, or episode 2. So, lots of things to look out for. So, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all that. It definitely helps the channel immensely. So, any bit of interaction does help the algorithm, which gets these videos to more people, which gives us a chance to grow our channel a little bit more. So, anytime you guys do that's always greatly appreciated, and I do thank you so much for it. Also, just even watching the videos, because just an honor to be able to have people even just watching me. So it's really thankful for all that. So again, thank you so much for watching, and have yourselves a good night.